Every time someone asks ChatGPT a question, OpenAI spends money. Compute power, electricity, servers, chips, engineers, research. Every answer has a cost, but every answer also reveals something much bigger, a business model. Because OpenAI is not just a chatbot company, it is trying to become the infrastructure layer for the entire AI economy. And if that happens, OpenAI may not simply be another successful technology company. It could become one of the most important businesses of the next decade. But to understand how OpenAI makes money, you first have to understand something strange. OpenAI did not begin as a company built to make money. It began as a nonprofit research lab. Its original mission was bold, almost impossible: build artificial general intelligence and make sure that intelligence benefits humanity. The founders believed AI could become one of the most powerful technologies ever created. More important than social media, more important than smartphones, possibly more important than the internet itself. But there was a problem. Intelligence is expensive. To train advanced AI systems, you need enormous amounts of data. You need elite researchers. You need specialized chips. You need massive data centers. You need electricity flowing through those data centers day and night. At first, this was a research challenge. Then it became a financial challenge. Millions of dollars became tens of millions. Tens of millions became hundreds of millions. And eventually, OpenAI faced the same brutal reality every ambitious technology company faces. A mission can inspire people, but infrastructure requires capital. That is where Microsoft enters the story. In 2019, Microsoft invested $1 billion into OpenAI. At the time, it seemed like a major bet on a futuristic research lab. Today, it looks like one of the most important technology deals in modern history. Microsoft did not just bring money. It brought something OpenAI desperately needed: compute, cloud infrastructure, data centers, the machinery required to train and operate powerful AI models. Without compute, artificial intelligence is just theory. With compute, it becomes a product. And with enough compute, it becomes a platform. That was the turning point. OpenAI now had the resources to build more advanced models. But it still did not have the product that would change everything. Then came November 30th, 2022. ChatGPT launched. And almost instantly the world reacted. People asked it to write emails, explain complicated ideas, generate code, summarize documents, create business plans, draft essays, translate language, brainstorm ideas, and answer questions that used to require hours of searching. For many people, it felt like the first time artificial intelligence was no longer hidden inside research papers or tech demos. It was right there, in a simple box, waiting for a question. Within days, millions of people were talking about it. Within months, companies were trying to understand what it meant. Schools debated it. Executives feared it. Workers tested it. Developers built with it. Investors chased it. And OpenAI suddenly had something almost every startup dreams of: demand. Massive demand. Global demand. The kind of demand that does not need to be explained, because users can feel the value in the first 5 minutes. But demand alone is not a business. The next question was obvious. How do you make money from it? The first answer was simple: subscriptions. OpenAI launched ChatGPT Plus. For a monthly fee, users received access to more advanced models, faster responses, priority access, and premium features. On the surface, this looks like a normal software subscription: $20 per month, one user at a time. But scale changes the meaning of every number. One subscriber is $20. 1 million subscribers is $20 million per month. 5 million subscribers is $100 million per month. And unlike many consumer apps, ChatGPT was not just entertainment. People used it for work, for studying, for writing, for coding, for productivity, for building businesses. That matters because work tools are easier to monetize than distraction tools. This subscription model became OpenAI's most visible revenue stream. But it is not the deepest one. Because the real business is not what most people see on the ChatGPT website. The real business happens behind the scenes, the API. An API allows developers and companies to connect directly to OpenAI's models and build AI into their own products. Think of it like electricity. Most companies do not build their own power plants. They plug into the grid. OpenAI wants to become that grid for intelligence. Every request has a price. Every prompt, every response, every image, every line of code, every automated workflow. The individual transaction may be tiny, but when thousands of companies are sending millions or billions of requests, tiny transactions become enormous revenue. But there is a third revenue stream that may be even more valuable. Enterprise customers. Large companies do not adopt technology the way individuals do. A person can sign up for ChatGPT in minutes. A corporation has different questions. Is the data secure? Can employees use it safely? Can it comply with company policy? Can it integrate with existing systems? Can it scale across thousands of workers? That is where enterprise products come in. For large organizations, OpenAI can sell more than access. It can sell reliability, security, compliance, administrative control, support, integration, and enterprise-grade deployment. And once AI becomes embedded inside a company's daily operations, it becomes harder to remove. The more workflows depend on it, the more valuable the platform becomes. Consumer subscriptions create mass adoption. APIs create developer dependence. Enterprise contracts create large recurring revenue. Together, they form the core of OpenAI's money machine. But there is a problem. OpenAI's revenue may be enormous. Its costs may be enormous too. Every answer requires computation. Every model upgrade requires training. OpenAI is not just running software, it is operating an AI factory, and the factory never stops. That is why the partnership with Microsoft matters so much. Microsoft provides cloud infrastructure. OpenAI provides frontier AI technology. It is a powerful relationship, but it also reveals a deeper truth. In the AI economy, the winners may not simply be the companies with the best apps. They may be the companies with the most compute, the best models, the strongest distribution. That is why competition is so intense. Google has world-class AI talent, massive infrastructure, and products used by billions. Anthropic has become one of the most important AI labs in the world. Amazon has one of the largest cloud businesses on Earth. Meta is pushing open-source AI models. New startups are launching every week. Still, OpenAI has something rare: a consumer brand, developer adoption, enterprise demand, strategic backing, and a product that changed how the world thinks about artificial intelligence. OpenAI wants to become central to intelligence itself. So how does OpenAI make money? Today it makes money from ChatGPT subscriptions. It makes money from API usage. It makes money from enterprise contracts. But the real story is that OpenAI is trying to place itself underneath the future economy. Under the apps, under the workflows, under the companies, under the decisions, under the questions people ask every day. The question is no longer whether OpenAI can make money. It already can. The question is whether it can make enough money to outrun its costs, beat its competitors, and become the foundation of the AI economy. Because if it does, ChatGPT will sparse cinematic piano, single notes only, slow and deliberate, minor key, documentary noir atmosphere.